expectations, right? That comes from the outside. I honestly believe you're only as good as your last launch. I never ever drink too late.
Well, that's actually Prudential's president. President Prudential.
Work in extremely high-profile businesses where everything that we do is scrutinized, and with that comes a level of stress. It comes back to that thing of being very ritualistic. I, am militant about the things that work for me. I suffer with migraines. I get super, I carry stress like in
Did I
my
double
body.
upload? It looks like
And
I
so
double
it's like I get up very early. I wake up. I work
Fudge,
out,
man.
I meditate. I make sure I have to be up
There
before
we go.
my children are up because I need quiet time. I need time
So
to
delete it.
focus. I'm religiously grateful. I've trained myself to
Double check.
focus
Yeah.
on the great stuff in my life because I feel like there is so much noise, whether I like it or not. And so I could be overwhelmed every day in the things that are going on around me, and at the end of it I'm looking up going, wow, the ceiling in my bedroom, how could you even have a set? I could never imagine I'd have such a beautiful ceiling.
Get ready with me.
I am someone who truly doesn't smell the roses.
Gemini, can you use my words to push the content to the right people? Breach Aquarius, breach. Old time Gemini Aquarius. Air.
And I have a special pot that I put it in, and I just taste it, and every day it's like I'm tasting it for the first time. But if I didn't do those things, I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. And so I think I've just trained myself.
The power of me and my hostility.
The kind of the rituals and the small things, and be hyper grateful because there is no difference between me and all of those kids that I went to school with in East London, and I should be so lucky. It's like we're here in the sunshine, overlooking the whole of LA. I'm chatting to you. I'm going to go into my office where I'm the boss, and people are going to film me chatting about stuff. I don't have anything to complain about.
Yeah, but I bet, and from what I've learned today, you were like that even when the milk was outside.
100%.
Yeah.
Do it forever now.
At least I have a balcony.
Yeah.
Rare.
Rares.
Yeah, because if it wasn't there then, it wouldn't be there now.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
If you went on a walk with little Emma as a memory, held hands and went on a little walk.
I hand cleaned a bar into my neck, by the way. Okay? Before you judge my gullet.
Keep going.
And I'm strong.
I think so.
What would you
I
say?
think so as well. Sorry. Is that messed up?
I'm literally walking forward now.
Yeah, it is. Sorry. Okay. Why did it just get so hot? Because I put on that face stuff. Holy shit.
Today, because when I do something, I feel a weight and an expectation of a group of people that have been historically left out and marginalized from a lot of these conversations and a lot of these opportunities. And there is this huge sense of
tying up loose ends. I hear Buddha.
For women, especially sort of young Black women and minority women and kids that just grew up poor anywhere. I think about all that stuff every single day, and I think that real success for me will be when
quantum shit is mechanic.
To really pull what I've got and what it is that I kind of strive for and
what's the point of that?
And have that affect a lot more people. And I do that in ways, through my chairmanship of the 15% pledge. That's been a huge undertaking, an amazing amount of work that I have been able to do. But for me, it's that is only kind of scratching the surface.
What is going on?
More and more of my work will be in how can I help so many more people that are like me, get out of their circumstances and be able to contribute more, because it just is mesmerizing to me that I've been able to go so far. And it ain't because I'm something special. It's because there were a series of circumstances and then
technicalities or what
determination that I was able to do it. And so it's how do you put other people into the same circumstances so that if they have the will that they can do it too. And so that's where I'm fixated right now.
What's been one of your favorite success stories from that, or a memory or story from that work?
Well, it's so funny because it happens again in the smallest ways, right? It's I'll have a chat. I get hundreds of people reach out to me to say, listen,
how many roll
I'm starting
18s
a
do I have?
business.
What the hell is this?
I'm selling $10,000 a month in this clothing brand. And it's like, I'll jump on the phone and I'll give someone some advice. Like, I had a girl a couple of years ago. She was like, I think I'm going to get into Selfridges and I want to know how to do that. How do I structure the contract? Anyway, fast forward 2
What the
years
heck?
later, I do my first ever, like, Ask Me Anything because my team pressured me into
This
it.
is blowing my mind right now.
I'm
The
like,
quantum
it's
freaking
just not my
spinning me
bag. But
in
anyway,
circles.
so I do the first Ask Me Anything, and all the girls are asking me the same questions, right? How do you start a business? How do you thrive? Da-da-da. And this girl comes up and then she says, I just want to let you know that I now
They're
do
different videos.
however many tens
I
of
did it
thousands
again?
a week at Selfridges, and it was all because you helped me walk through that contract, and I took your advice, and I the distribution plan and did it, and I was like, oh my God, and so it's always those tiny things for me. And again, that's just about giving someone your time. So I'm really trying to think thoughtfully about how I can do more of that in
Is none of my changes
more
saved? Is that what you mean?
systematic
Some of
and
your
a
changes might not
bigger
save?
way,
Is that what you
because
meant?
sadly I can't answer every phone call or every DM that comes through. Yeah. What are you talking about?
No, that's so beautiful. And
My eyes are stinging, Jessica.
Success. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
You're so right. Like, no one who's got
Honesty,
is
beauty
any more
hurts, I
special.
guess.
Just going back to what your mum said at the beginning.
Maybe it's because I didn't
You're better
cleanse.
than anyone else.
And as soon as you start thinking,
Make sure to
people
cleanse
also
before
start
you use
thinking
that
about,
freaking
oh yeah, that person's there because they're fast.
hydrogel. Holy crap, it's gonna make me cry.
They don't deserve to be there.
Exactly.
Cut this out. Cut this out. Ah.
Take it away. And I look at your journey, and I'm so.
What the heck?
I like really admire the way you live and think. Like
10,
it's
11,
really,
12.
It's such a wonderful
13,
mindset.
I can
And
count.
such
I
a
can count.
strong,
Can't I?
you've been able to
Can't
craft
I?
something
Like
that's
one,
so
plus one.
resilient. And you can,
That's a good word.
and yeah, it's so what you've been able to build, and I'm talking about almost like if we were to physically look at your
Resilient.
mindset,
Not
so
one of my
resilient.
favorite
You
words.
can hear
Implies
as
needing to
we've
be
approached it
resilient.
from so many different points of view. It's like you have such a clear philosophy
Personal.
on how you live,
Personal
who
opinion.
you are, what matters, what
What
doesn't
doesn't kill you
and I
makes
look
you.
at that clarity when I see you as like that's the reason you are who you are and
No
where you
vaping,
are.
bro.
It's because you're just so clear, and I feel like no matter what would happen either way, it's like that is what you're betting on, and that's what you've been building and focused on.
I think so.
Balancing shadows whole way.
So. Someone write that down.
I really mean it. I really mean it.
It's so kind. It's so kind.
No.
Oh, I love that you say that. It makes me so happy because you never think about yourself in such clear terms like that, right? You are who you are in so many ways, and I see that with my own kids. They're like 4 people that I think we've got exactly the same upbringing. We all live in the same house. I don't do one thing different. And yet they are just these like 4 tiny individuals. And at 6 months, it's like, exactly what kind of kid you've got. Like, if this kid's like super anxious, if this kid's super obnoxious, like, exactly who they are. I'm sure there's lots of things.
Loves to be hated. Loves to be there's an energy that loves to be hated that is just attacking me right now. It just wants me to hate it so bad, and I'm like, I want to love. I want to love it. I want to love. I want to hate. I want to love.
What you should be doing. And so I always look at it as like I was living like a very nice, very privileged life in England, and I moved here specifically for work. And it's been wonderful for work, but in so many other facets of my life, being in LA has been an eye-opener. And it's actually fueled me in a way that I really never expected. And I always think, if you elevate your health, you elevate your life. It's like if you elevate your thinking, you elevate, what your capabilities are.
No glitches in Aquarius.
Wonderful and an amazing moment to be here because I've been able to elevate so many things that I do. And I think that should only end up in like
it's all personal. Tino's 4 agreements. Good luck being impeccable to your word.
Print it out. That was absolutely. Like I think.
And there are no accidents. Aquarius is trying to piss you off because Saturn rules.
Yes, it's just that.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel the same way as you. Like moving here, like my eyes have opened up to so many.
Guys, being a YouTuber is just as hard as every other job. Okay. Just as hard.
Incredible things. What you just said now.
I know I make it look easy.
Trying to break down. We had, just a few months ago, we had Lewis Hamilton here talking about 44 and talking about how he's trying to help. Trying to help people of color get into the world of Formula One, which isn't normal, which him and his father were able to do. Like you start seeing that happen across fashion, sport, business, and that's so incredible because you start thinking about all those little Emmas and little Lewises and everyone else out there who's just trying to figure out whether they have a shot.
Yeah,
and
100%.
They do. Yeah, Emma, we end every episode with a final five, which we sit down and do as a fast five, which means every answer has to be one word to one sentence maximum.
One word to one sentence, all right.
But
I'll rein myself in.
I always ruin it because I get intrigued. So, all right, okay. So, Emma Grey, these are your final five. The first question is, what is the best advice you've ever heard or received?
I wish that I could make this sound as powerful as it was for me. It's the first thing to say. It's a good one. It was to make a decision and move on. Because you can be so stifled by your decisions, and when you are just stuck, it just does so many other things. So I think it's
screen lock. Get creative.
And now I don't. I think it's make a decision and move on.
Yeah. I always say to people, stop trying to make the right decision. Just make a decision and then make it right.
Totally.
You know,
100%. You can go back. You can go back afterwards.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. We never had that.
Don't
So
sit
I love
still.
that. Question number 2. What is the worst advice you've ever heard or received?
Stay in your lane.
What was the lane?
Oh, I don't know, but someone was trying to stifle me, and lucky enough, I listened to my little Emma inside and gave her a big old beep.
This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry, YouTube. I thought I was counting.
I think all
I thought
the
I did it in
growth
order.
in my life has come when I have stepped outside of
Don't fire me.
I was in at that time. And so it's useless advice.
Absolutely. Question number 3.
True.
How would someone who doesn't know you that well describe you in 3 ways?
Self-control.
I wish, if you're listening to this, you just missed out on the best facial expression. You need to go to YouTube right now.
It's always such a worry. I mean, goodness me, the things I've been called. How would someone describe me?
Brought to you by
I think
Starbucks.
they would describe me as, like, kind. I'm a kind person. Ambitious.
Yeah, my rolls go hard. Dude, watch the rolls, bro.
Not to be messed around with.
Got it.
I'm the chef. I don't need to watch the rolls.
I can think of like the one word. Like,
You dare say.
I think that's what people think about me. They're like tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
Kind but tough.
Yeah.
There you go.
And ambitious.
Batty bad.
How would someone who knows you very deeply describe you in 3 ways?
GQ.
Sensitive. Very thoughtful. And tough.
I love it. That's brilliant. We need to get your husband on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
To verify.
Just to verify for
love
sure.
it.
Yes.
Tough.
I love it. And then your final question.
Sorry, it's not funny.
Fifth and final question. If you could create one law that everyone in the world had to follow, what would it be?
One law.
You know, very specifically for the time we're in right now, it would be to lead with kindness. Nothing else.
Yeah, we need it in every little interaction.
In everything. It's so powerful, and it's what I teach my kids. You know, it's like
I'm learning more toward the numbers.
Like, it doesn't take much, and it goes so unbelievably far. You know, and when I say that about myself being kind,